Welcome back, YouTube. So recently, we've seen the Dogecoin floor hold up at around 16 cents. And I know a lot of you have been wondering, will Dogecoin go any lower than what it is right now? And what is a great entry to have on Dogecoin? And I'm going to show you here in the charts that where we are right now and any of those points that I gave you below is a really optimal time to make an entry into Dogecoin. Now, remember the three numbers that I gave you that are 16, 12, and 6. So just a brief recap, at 16 cents, that is pretty much roughly where we are now. We can take a look here at the charts. And at 12 cents is just going to be the historic marker, typically of like that 80 to 90%, which is historically where we correct after a all-time high. And that 6 cents is going to be our next level of support because we have that gap up here. And of course, when you have a gap up, there's usually a gap down. So there's no support. Anything below that 12 cents range, there's no support until we get back down here around that 6 cents range. So as far as for entry, so when no matter where your DCA is, if it's higher, you should definitely be averaging down now, in my opinion. But if it is, if you're looking at making an additional entry, or if you're looking at just accumulating more coins, when you look at the chart here, this, where we are now, has held up steadily, right? So this range here, we've had support here pretty much the entire year, even before we had our initial rally. We bounced off of the, what was this? This is what, 22? So we bounced off of, I remember I talked about the 25 cents floor, but we bounced off of this range even before the initial rally up to the all-time high. So when we see like the 16 cents and we come down here, we'll visit, we'll typically get a rally up until the low 30s, let's say 30s to 33 range. And then we typically will rally back up. We'll bounce from the 16 cents to the 30 to 33 range, and then we'll consolidate around like 25 cents. And then we'll repeat, or pretty much been in that cycle until the next bull run. We're looking at making an entry. What you want to look at is the charts, resistance lines, and see where the equilibrium is and where you're going to have support. And there's tremendous support here. So just looking at the chart, and if we take a look at the all-time, we can see right here, we have not broken to have that gap down. So the charts in general are looking really good. And anything from where we are right now, especially if we get down, you can certainly be on the more aggressive side, because we do have a few catalysts that may entice hedge funds, some of the institutions, to take further profits. But when it comes down to the top 10 and having these communities built around these coins, they typically short the positions down, or they have these mass sell-offs, and then they buy back in at a lower price and ride the wave back up. This is completely normal. Hedge funds, institutions, they do this technically each cycle to take profits. So you're going to see something similar with like Bitcoin or Ethereum. And when you control the price the way that these institutions do, you can do things like that. And it makes perfect sense because with retail coming in, I know that we were the anomaly this year, and we're part of the reason that they kind of doubled down. I believe crypto was going to boom regardless, but I don't think anyone anticipated the amount of money that flowed into crypto market this year. So I think that they are pretty much in the green more than they anticipated. So, and then we have like, the Evergrande situation, we have the inflation running wild. And then of course we have some other plays in the stock market that may call for a increase in liquidity to cover and pay out those positions. So they're going to have to pull the money from somewhere. And for the first time, really, they don't have to completely get the money from like the S&P. They have another segment here that they can pull the money from. And I think that's pretty much what's happening. But you can best believe that they will be back, and the crypto market, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Doge, ADA, these coins are going to rise again. And for those of you, the smart investors, you're going to look for charts like this. You're going to look for entries to be strategic, and you're going to increase your positions, especially if you're long. If you're long Doge, you should definitely, and as far as for me, I'm trying to stay away from telling people when to buy, but you're going to look for opportunities to increase your position. And that same thing with Bitcoin, Ethereum. If you're long, you look for these consolidations, you find these points of resistance, and you increase your coin count, because if you're long in the position, your coin count matters the most. So what you're looking for is certainly charts like this, so that you can have the opportunity to buy in at a point of resistance and know that, okay, even if we do rally, we'll typically have some hesitation around this mark because we have historically. So this is what I would count as not necessarily like a final warning, because we could get that breakdown again, but we're starting right now, and anything below this is where you want to be on the next bull run, because this is what getting this type of DCA and a coin accumulation at this range, this is what gives you that spread, and it gives you that peace of mind. So when you have some hesitation or some pullbacks and stuff like on the last bull run, you're way in the green, right? It's similar to the people that purchased around here, because this is technically where most of my coins are purchased, between 2 and 5 cents. So when you have that comfort, it doesn't matter around here, the 40 cents mark, it came back down. It doesn't matter, I'm up, 10 times, up here, it doesn't matter as far as, it gives you an ease of mind, and it makes it easy for you to hold when you're in these positions for the long run. And I really want that for all of you. So I think that, if you are have a higher DCA than anywhere that we are right now, especially in the teens, if you can, in my opinion, I believe that it is very wise to bring that down, because on the next bull run, as you can see off of the last 2 cycles here, when we have that bull run, we do consolidate aggressively, just like all crypto, but each time that low is higher and higher. So on the next bull run, it's very possible that you may not see 16 cents and these numbers again. So this can be one of your, part of your story here with your screenshots, and saying, okay, hey, I got Dogecoin at 16 cents. And we know the catalyst that's coming next year. We know as far as for the integration with AMC and the utility, we know about the partnerships as far as with Tesla and the satellites and the rockets. We know about all these kinds of things. So this is the time, if you are bullish or optimistic at all on any of these coins, this is the time that you want to kind of increase your position. So with that being said, I just want to give a quick update. Not necessarily saying it's like a final warning, but in my opinion, I believe, as far as for those of you asking where to make your entry, I believe this is a green light. If you found any value in this video, please consider giving it a like. It helps YouTube share it with more people, so that we can not only grow together, but we grow in knowledge. And also shout out to BlockFi. If you open an account with them, you can get up to $250 in several cryptos, including Bitcoin and Ethereum. So, and of course, if you haven't yet, you can subscribe. You can always change your mind later if you want to hear more from me. I appreciate all of you. Thank you. And until next time.